following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello, and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, everything continues to spike here. We're in this fourth wave, as they're saying, of this pandemic. And there's about a dozen states spiking and all this kind of stuff. We'll get into that in a bit. But I want to talk about Europe, which is really closing down because they're really having a struggle. I want to compare a few things here. Let's look at the UK with 67 million people. The UK, of course, is England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. And they have 67 million people. And let's look at France with 67 million people. Okay, France has 3,755,960 infections and 86,000 dead. The UK has 4,248,286 infections and 125,000 dead. Now let's look at Thailand with 67 million people, an Asian country versus the UK and France, which are obviously European. And Thailand has 86 dead and 27,000 infected. So why such a dramatic difference, yet they have the same population? Well, Thailand is a classic Asian country, and they're living on maize and rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash and seaweed. And the UK and France are living on wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Everything is made from wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Okay? And the same thing is true of Germany. 83 million people, 2,586,612 infections and 73,000 dead. Italy has only 60 million people, and they have 3.2 million, 3,281,200 infections and 103,000 dead. Okay? And so let's look at Taiwan with 23 million people, has 9 dead and less than 1,000 infected. Look at Florida with the same population, about 23 million people. They have 2 million infections and 32,000 dead. Okay, well, again, Taiwan is an Asian country living on rice and sweet potatoes and corn and beans and seaweed. And Florida has 40, 50, 60% of their population, depending on the county, Latinos, blacks, and also the indigenous peoples. Now, initially, you're going to say this is a racial thing. No, it's not a racial thing. It's a cultural thing. It's a dietary thing. Let's quickly look at Nigeria and Brazil, both of which have about 208 million people. Brazil has 285,000 dead, more than a quarter of a million dead, and 11,700,000 infected. Nigeria, with the same population, has 161,000 infected and 2,000 dead. Whew, huge difference. Well, Nigeria, very interestingly enough, is 98% black African tribal people. Brazil is 47%, almost 50% white, and 47%, almost 50% mulatto, which is half white, half black, hybrids, biracial, okay? And then I think 5% in Brazil are black, and the remainder are Asians and other peoples. And, of course, Brazil has 11.7 million infections. Nigeria has 161,000. Brazil has 285,000 dead, and Nigeria has 2,000 dead. So what's the difference? Well, Nigeria, even though they're black, okay, they live on rice and sweet potatoes and maize and beans and squash and seaweed because they live on the western coast of Africa. And Brazil, since 50% of their population is white and moved in from Europe, brought all the European gluten with them. So that's why it's a difference between 11.7 million versus 161,000. Okay, you're looking at more than 10 times. Okay, the infections and 1,000 times more dead. And so, when we come back from the break, I'm going to compare China and India, two countries with 1.4 billion people. And what it says is that we have to work on our diets. We have to deal with our pre-existing conditions, which are nutritional deficiencies. Take the 90 essential nutrients, use the heavy hammer, healthy brain, and heart pack, and whatever secret sauces are necessary for whatever stuff you have. There are no genetic diseases. Obesity is one of the biggest things that have been shown to contribute to a bad outcome from the pandemic viruses. Okay, so we got to deal with that. But it'll blow your mind. Your mind should have been blown already with this Nigeria and Brazil thing. But wait till we compare China and India, both with 1.4 million people. It's crazy, the results here, based on solely diet, not racial, solely diet. Because I could take, like in Nigeria, millions of black guys who eat rice and corn, and they have extremely low rate of COVID infections and deaths. And then you take Brazil, which is half white and almost half mulatto, and they have 11.7 million infections and 285,000 dead versus 2,000 dead, okay, in Nigeria and 161,000 infections. And so this is very clearly a dietary thing. What is it? Well, what happens is if you don't absorb food because you're eating gluten, you're living like a European, you're eating gluten, wheat, bread, and oats, everything you eat is wheat, bread, and oats, you kill the villi in your intestine, you cannot absorb nutrition, and if you're not supplementing, you're really going to get a double whammy. Whereas the Asians, they live on foods that don't have gluten in it, and they supplement with the seaweed. Okay, it has all these trace minerals in it that your bone marrow loves. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you've ever had trouble getting into the show, we do have an open line today. Call us toll-free, 888-379-2552. That's 888-379-2552. Lines open.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Longevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local longevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily Tablets and the Mineral Capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local longevity distributor today.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Let's quickly look at India versus China. They both have 1.4 billion people. China a little bit bigger than India. And China has 4,000 dead from the COVID virus, and they have 101,000 infections. India has 159,000, actually 160,000 dead versus 4,000 dead, and they have 11.5 million infections versus 101,000. So a huge difference there. What's the difference? Same population. Well, it turns out that India is not as, business-wise and dietary-wise, they're not as homogenous as the Chinese, Asian. India, they have 29 provinces and 7 territories. The northern 9 territories, the northern 9 states, have 95% of the deaths and 86% of the infections from COVID. The southern 20 states and 7 territories have 5% of the deaths and only 14% of the infections. So what's the huge difference? Well, in India, the northern 9 states live on wheat, barley, rye, and oats, like Europeans. The southern 20 states and the 7 territories live like Asians, live on rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash and seaweed. Okay? And so even though they're both completely homogeneous countries, they both have, almost all their peoples are the same. Just because of the dietary difference between the north and the south in India, they have a huge difference, okay, in the whole thing. And so this is undisputable. And so we need to work on our diet. We need to make sure we're taking supplements, avoid all the bad foods, maximize absorption, and get a vaccine if you want to. Just remember, the vaccines require nutrition to be able to work. You have to be able to absorb nutrition, so you got to get away from gluten, repair your intestines. You got to take the 90 essential nutrients, which will get through the bloodstream to your bone marrow, which will make white blood cells and T lymphocytes and antibodies and red blood cells and platelets, okay, to respond to the virus, bacteria, fungus, or yeast when it comes. But if you're eating gluten and you can't absorb nutrients, even if you're supplementing, guess what? Your bone marrow dies, you get anemic, you have low platelets, low white blood cells, low antibodies, and you're in trouble when you get the pandemic virus. And I said this a year and a half ago when this whole virus thing started. This is going to be a mess, okay? This is going to be a mess. All right, so let's see here. Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
I've got a story here, headline, Vitamin C found to help prevent metabolic syndrome associated with diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Say having at least 3 risk factors of a metabolic syndrome, which include high blood pressure, high blood sugar levels, high triglycerides, low levels of HDL, and extra fat around the waist. Having metabolic syndrome increases your risk of life-threatening diseases such as heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. Research has found that there is an association between a vitamin D deficiency and the metabolic syndrome. They estimate about 40% of Americans have a metabolic syndrome. A recent study found a link between the metabolic syndrome and a vitamin D deficiency. For people with metabolic syndrome, the normal recommended amount of vitamin C is not enough. Diets heavy on processed sugars and saturated fats can cause chronic inflammation, can lead to metabolic syndrome. According to the study, the same eating habit can also cause an imbalance in the composition of the gut microbiota, which impairs gut function, in turn causes toxins to leak into the bloodstream, and is further aggravated by vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin C protects vitamin E, a nutrient also that functions as an antioxidant. Not enough is resulting in an imbalance between the levels of antioxidants and free radicals in the body, causing oxidative stress. So there you go.
Thank you very much. I mean, even Fauci says vitamin D is good for you. Even Fauci, okay? And so I want everybody to get a hold of ICD's Manchurian prescription, the red warning lights. Oh, my gosh. It goes into these metabolic syndromes and things like diabetes and obesity and high blood pressure and heart disease and so forth. Tells you what to do for them to reduce your risk of getting the virus and dying from it. we got to take care of ourselves before you get the virus. Don't say, oh, my gosh, I got to deal with this. I got the virus. You want to eliminate these things before you get the virus. We'll be back after these messages.
And if you've ever had trouble getting into the show, I do have an open line today. Call us on the priority line, 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If weight loss is your goal, try Youngevity Slender FX Keto Caramel Weight Management Bars and Shake. Designed to enhance any low carbohydrate or low glycemic diet by supplying the energizing and filling protein dieters need without unhealthy excess carbs, a keto diet known for its low carb intake, pushing the body to produce ketones from fat. Used as energy, a state known as ketosis, by using fat, not carbohydrates, as fuel in this metabolic state. A keto diet supports and promotes healthy weight management. For optimal health, with this system, you should be able to lose 1 to 2 pounds each day. So, what are you waiting for? Start helping people today with your own home-based business.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And to get the books and the CDs and DVDs, go to www.drjwallach.com. Okay, Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Well, there's about a dozen states that are spiking like crazy here. Michigan is one of them. Okay, yesterday, of course, today's not gone yet, but yesterday they had 3,000 new infections. Pennsylvania had 3,000 infections. Let's see here. Florida had 5,000 infections. New York had 7,000. And a bunch of them, like Georgia and Illinois, had 2,000 infections. Texas had 3,000 infections. And New Jersey had 4,500 infections, 4,500. And so it's like crazy here. What's going on in Michigan, where you live? What are people feeling? Are they taking their mask off and running around, hugging each other, or are they still being serious about protecting themselves?
No, I have seen people in their car by themselves wearing a mask. They are brainwashed. Bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bad, bad, bad.
Hey, okay.
And I have a mask that's a man's whiskers and his teeth. I wanted to get one that showed somebody throwing up, but I couldn't find one like that.
Okay, but what I'm getting at is, do you feel that people in Michigan are still serious about the danger of this pandemic?
Yes, they've got everybody brainwashed.
Mm-hmm.
People have herd mentality. This is just like Hitler all over again. You know how they do stuff to people and brainwash them and make them stupid? That's what they've done.
Okay. Well, we have to save as many as we can. Let's, get them off all the bad foods and get them, off of gluten and get them eating like Asians and give them the 90. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so, I haven't been allowed to travel yet. It's going to happen soon. I'll get up there to Michigan, and, but right now we're doing Zooms and things. Oh, gosh, I did 2 hours of Zooms this morning. I've got an hour of Zooms this afternoon in Australia, okay? So these Zooms are going on like crazy because people want the information. And it's imperative that they know that they must do two things if they're going to get the vaccination. Okay, they choose to do that. If they want it to work, they've got to give up the wheat, bread, rye, and oats, take the 90 essential nutrients, and then the vaccination is more likely to be helpful. If they continue to eat wheat, bread, rye, and oats and don't supplement, the bone marrow will die, can't produce white blood cells, T, lymphocytes, antibodies, red blood cells, and platelets, and the virus will win. It's just that simple. Okay, so, appreciate all you do because I know you're out there all the time talking with people and making sure everybody has access to information as well as the products so they can, keep their bone marrow happy and healthy. Go ahead.
Well, everything you say is true. I know it's true. And it's hard. I don't know how you get to people. Sesame Street did a really good job to teach kids how to read and write and do the alphabet and everything, and we need to figure something like Big Bird for adults so that we can get to them and make them understand the seriousness of this, because I don't know that they get it.
Well, there's a percentage that do and a percentage that don't, and the percentage that don't were people who weren't supplementing to begin with anyway, right? And remember that the emergency room trauma surgeons, their average lifespan, according to CDC just a month ago now, is 57. They're doctors. Their average lifespan is only 57. We'll see what it is in a year after all this pandemic virus thing. Oh, I hear the music, so thank you, Char. Hang on. We'll be back with callers after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewable, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 90 for Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free. 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And, you know, exercise is good under the right conditions. You got to be taking your 90 essential nutrients. So as you kind of break down your muscles and bones and cartilage and blood vessels and things in your lungs and your heart and liver and so forth as you exercise, you rebuild it up stronger by having the nutrients, okay? And so you want to be taking the big hammer if you're going to be exercising, you know, the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, and or you know, finances are an issue, you go with the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. You throw in our Rebound or sports drink with 100 nutrients in it. And then, of course, you want to use our colloidal silver. And also, you want to make sure that you get a hold of the CDs, Dead Athletes Don't Lie, and exercise without supplementation is suicide. Right now, there's 500,000 young athletes who've died this year so far from hypertrophic cardiomyopathy heart disease, a deficiency of a single nutrient causing sudden heart death in young athletes. Absolutely insane. Okay, this is totally avoidable, but you have to know what to do. I exercise. I walk 2 miles a day, a mile in the morning and a mile in the afternoon. Then I do 20 push-ups sometime during the day. And I'm 82 years old, but I take all my supplements. I drink my Rebound, my colloidal silver. I use our Icelandic water to make my supplements with, and, you know, put the powders in and so forth. And you got to be doing that. I've been taking the 90 essential nutrients for 73 years and avoiding gluten for 73 years, and it's paying off. I look like I'm 50. Everybody tells me that, so it must be true. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Oklahoma. And Gene, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Gene, you're on the air.
Good afternoon.
Yes, how can we help you?
Well, first I want to tell you that I started in Longevity in February 2013.
Oh, congratulations. Thank
I'm
you
88 years old.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations.
And I'm still involved in farming.
Okay.
And in July of 2013, I have glaucoma. And in 2013, I was almost totally blind. And that's when the year you came out with the Immortalium, I believe. And I started taking that, and now I have been able to see, to do some things, but I cannot read and drive yet. And I'm still working on it. I've only got a small area left that's still cloudy. I can't look straight ahead. I have to look out the side of my eye.
Okay.
But the main thing, yeah, that's the main thing that I'm working on. Plus,
okay, so what do you weigh?
About 160.
Okay, and how tall are you, sir?
Well, I think I've shrunk down to about 9.5 now.
So how tall were you at your peak?
I think 10.5 or 10, somewhere along there.
Okay, so you shrunk an inch. Okay. Do you have any high blood pressure, diabetes?
I got off all my pharmaceutical prescriptions, but I am having to take a small dose of blood pressure medicine right now.
Okay. And then any bowel problems, irritable bowel syndrome, diverticulitis, sciatica?
I do have sciatica
disease
in my right leg.
Okay, sciatica in your leg. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So, Charmaine?
Yes.
Okay, what are you going to do for our friend here? Okay. He's got sciatica, low back stuff. He's got glaucoma, a little pressure in his eye, and he's got blindness, and he can see a little bit, by tilting his head. And then he's 80 years old, 160 pounds, and he has some high blood pressure. He's on medication. So hang on. We'll be back with you after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to our buddy here with the high blood pressure, sciatica, glaucoma, and he shrunk a little bit, which goes along with the sciatica. And so, Charmaine, what would you do for him? He's 88 years old. What would you do for this guy?
Well, first he's got to be on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats. No burnt animal fat, no oils, and no fried foods. Then, to save him money, I would get him on one healthy bone and joint pack and one healthy brain and heart pack, and then add to that MSM, Occutive for his eyes, and Ultimate Daily Classic, and vitamin D3 for absorption. Very important.
Yeah. Okay, get an A plus. Yeah, the vitamin D3. That's going to help him with his sciatica. Take three of those twice a day. It's also going to help his bone marrow make more defenses. Okay, at 88 years old, he's got an age sort of thing here that if he gets the virus, he'll be in trouble. And then the blood pressure, high blood pressure, you're exactly right. The Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, I'd have him take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And it'll support healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow through blocked arteries. And the MSM and the vitamin D3 is going to certainly help with the disc and the cartilage and ligaments and tendons and connective tissue. And I would also throw in the Fucoid Z with all those weird algae, the 8 or 9 algae and seaweeds and everything. They have these weird trace minerals. So I'd throw 2 bottles of those in. 3 of those capsules twice a day. If he prefers a liquid, he could take the Z Radical, which is a liquid form, take an ounce of that twice a day. And then call us every couple of weeks. Give us a report on whether or not you can begin to reduce your blood pressure medication. How's your sciatica doing? All these things are easily reversed, but you have to be aggressive about avoiding the bad foods and aggressive about taking the supplements. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to South Florida. And Brian, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Brian, you're on the air. How can we help you, sir?
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
My wife has been taking Z-Radic for about 90 days now. She's suffering with Alzheimer's as well as high blood pressure. And I see no change. Is there anything else that I possibly can do?
Yeah. Okay, well, you don't want to be cherry-picking one product like that, okay? Basically, how much does your wife weigh and how old is she?
She's at the tender age of 70, and she weighs about 165.
Okay, Charmaine, what would you do for Brian's wife? She has Alzheimer's disease, high blood pressure, okay, and I think we got that right. Okay, yeah, Alzheimer's disease and high blood pressure. What would you do for her?
Well, again, she needs to get on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats. No oils of any kind, very important. And no burnt animal fat and no fried foods, very, very important. And I would get her on 2 healthy brain and heart packs. I would add Ultimate Daily Classic and vitamin D3 for absorption. And she needs to get on a high-fat, good-fat diet, like eggs, a lot of eggs.
Okay, so yeah, 165 pounds, she could have 3 eggs twice a day. Hard-boiled eggs and fried eggs won't count. It's got to be soft-boiled, soft-poached, soft sauce, scrambled in butter. And what else would you add to it for brain stuff specifically?
Specifically for brain stuff?
Yeah, okay, well, let me take it, okay? You're already giving her the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, which is good for the blood pressure and helping pump blood through blocked arteries. And there is a form of dementia called vascular dementia, which is oftentimes misdiagnosed as Alzheimer's disease, so that'll help there. And then she also needs the de-stress capsules. There's 3 different types of dementias that occur from those nutritional deficiencies. She needs the Ultimate Niacin Plus. There's one other disease that occurs when you have that deficiency, so she needs the Ultimate Niacin Plus, one of those twice a day. It's 2 bottles a month. And then I'd have her take the synaptives, so the brain cells can talk to each other, and she can take 3 of those twice a day. And then, give us a call every couple of weeks, but don't forget those 3 eggs with soft yolks twice a day. I've been doing that for over 50 years, and so it's one of those things where you have to appreciate. Doctors always say everything's Alzheimer's disease because that pays the highest from the insurance companies. So I always treat for all these other dementias, and I have a very, very good stories. We don't have time to go into a lot of these testimonies and things, but probably maybe tomorrow, if we don't have a lot of callers, that will go into the testimonies. But give us a call every couple of weeks. Get your wife going on this full spectrum of programs and products. Get her off all the bad foods so she can absorb them, and then call us every couple of weeks and let us know what's going on. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Houston, Texas. And Nadia, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Nadia. You're on the air. Hi.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Okay, how can we help you?
My son, 2019, he was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, and he's currently on a medication called Entyvio. but being on that medication, he's still having his symptoms. Like
Okay, stop.
every
Stop.
other month.
How much does he weigh and how old is he?
He is 6 and he weighs 38 pounds.
6 years old?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I have to ask you a question. Does he like oatmeal for breakfast?
Well, I just started oatmeal yesterday for him.
What?
I just started yesterday to give him oatmeal.
Well, that's exactly the wrong thing.
Okay.
Okay, Charmaine, why can he's got ulcerative colitis at 6 years old.
It's a gluten intolerance, and he obviously has a serious problem already. Because most people get older before they have problems. But he cannot have wheat, barley, rye, or oats, or fried food, or burnt animal fat, or oils. Very, very important.
Okay, so just stop there for a minute. Nadia, what has he been eating for breakfast? Has he been eating pancakes, waffles, pizza? I mean, what is he eating for breakfast?
He would eat gluten-free pancakes, and also his oats was it wasn't made with brown rice.
Okay, so he had brown rice.
It's a gluten-free. It's a gluten-free oat.
There are no such things as gluten-free oats, okay? The gluten in oats is called gliadin, and because it has a little bit of a different name, everybody says this is gluten-free oats. That is not true, okay?
Okay.
So he cannot have any oats, whether they're gluten-free or not, because they're not gluten-free, okay? No gluten, no gluten, no gluten. No wheat, brown, rye, and oats. If he was going to eat pizza, he's got to have the cauliflower or rice or potato flour crust. He cannot have, just can't walk into Domino's and say, give me a pizza. Okay, it's got to be a gluten-free pizza. And then he needs, let's see here. What would you have him eat for breakfast, Charmaine?
Well, eggs, of course. That's what I have. That's what you have.
Yeah, eggs and rice and sweet potatoes, that kind of stuff. And, of course, if he wants, he can, we suggest that he can have gluten-free pizza for breakfast. 2 days a week I have gluten-free pizza for breakfast. So that'll be fun for him. But at 38 pounds, what supplements would you give him?
Well, 38 pounds, say 50. I would get him on a healthy brain and heart pack, and he needs a quarter of it in the morning and a quarter of it at night. So one pack will last him 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I said a brain and heart pack is because he gets both of the EFAs, and he needs that.
Yeah, he needs EFAs.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. And he needs EFAs. He needs selenium. He needs all that stuff.
Right.
And so, and then call us every week. Call us every week, and we'll walk you through this, Nadia, because we've got to take care of this boy. Okay? We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many of Ancient Legacy's oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. For life's everyday aches and pains, such as sprained ankles, pulled muscles, and other bumps and bruises, try Ancient Legacy Trauma Oil, which contains essential oils traditionally known to help with pain, swelling, and inflammation. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Longevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's stay there in Texas and head over to Dawn. You're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Dawn, you're on the air.
Good afternoon.
Hi, how can we help you?
It's a pleasure. Well, I just turned 52, and I've been having issues recently. Since I was 9 months old, I was diagnosed with asthma, which was incorrect. I found out that it's allergic asthma, so I've been on and off steroids my whole life, inhaled and otherwise and other things.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, within the last couple of years, I've been diagnosed with diverticulitis. I've had constipation, digestive issues, and recently, with the last couple of months, they said I had IBS and want me to take this Liness. And I don't want to take all that.
Okay. Well, we only have a moment here.
So I know some of that, but...
Okay, we only have a moment here, so I need to know, you're 52 years old. How much do you weigh?
I'd say 165.
Okay. Now, Char, what's Dawn's basic problem here? Charmaine?
Hello?
Charmaine?
I'm here. Can't you hear me? Hello?
No, I could not hear you. Okay.
Sorry. I'm talking away. Anyway,
okay,
she has a gluten intolerance. She's got a gluten intolerance. There's no question.
Yeah. Irritable bowel syndrome, diverticulitis, constipation, these are all gluten things.
Yep.
Asthma, that's a gluten thing. Okay, so what would you do for her?
No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils. And then at her weight, she really needs 2 packs. I would get her on 1 healthy bone and joint pack and 1 healthy brain and heart pack, save money. And then she needs to add to that MSM, vitamin D3 for absorption, and I would add some Ultimate Daily Classic just for the heck of it because of her age and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would throw in the glucogel. Oh, the glucogel comes with the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, doesn't it? Yeah.
Right. Those things should take care of her problems, and as long as she avoids all the bad stuff, she got it.
Yes.
That's very important because that's causing all her problems.
Yes. Okay. And also, I'd have her take the Fucoid Z capsules, 3 of those twice a day to support her immune system and calm, any allergies she might have down. If she prefers a liquid, she could get the Z Radical and take an ounce of that twice a day, or the capsules 3 twice a day of the Fucoid Z. It's called Z Radical in the liquid form. And then she needs to really, really, really watch it. She can't go to restaurants with other people where they serve bread and that kind of stuff. And she's been doing this for 55 years or 52 years. She's got a lot of damage in there, and so it's going to take some time to repair it. And these pre-existing conditions, can set her up for a bad experience if she runs into the COVID. But the irritable bowel syndrome, the constipation, the diverticulitis, these are all, and asthma, these are all nutritional deficiencies, 100%, no doubt about it, secondary to gluten. And so the whole family, spouse, kids, renter, mother-in-law, caregivers, everybody who comes to the house or stays in the house has to be drop-dead gluten-free, and that way she's going to magnify the time. In other words, she's going to speed up the time at which she heals. Even though she's been eating this way for 52 years and taking all these steroids and things, which will give her symptomatic relief, and that's very typical of the medical approach to these diseases. And, of course, I consider the medical system the same as a dairy herd, okay, as a dairy farmer. They bring the cows in every day. They give them a few oats and everything to encourage them to come in to the barn. Then they milk them. Then they turn them back out in the pasture. Same way, we have insurance. So people come into the doctor. Insurance pays for most of this stuff, and the doctor says, just take this prescription, and their symptoms go away, and they're happy, but the damage keeps going on and on and on until something major happens, and they have to have surgery or they die. And so this is, I want everybody to get a hold of these books, Hell's Kitchen, the CD, Hell's Kitchen. Get a hold of the book, Black Gene Lies. Get a hold of the book, Epigenetics. Get a hold of the books, Immortality. Get a hold of the new CD, Manchurian Prescription. Get a hold of the Red Warning Light. Go to www.drjwallach.com and look at them all. Well, thank you so much, Shar. Super job as usual. Thank you, Doug. Super job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. And God bless America.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.